Yikes, you be like, hey yo, what's the price? Yikes, when it come to me, I do nothing twice. Yikes, 223, got you taking.
But the morning of March 23rd changed everything.
I knew both the mother and the father. I was friends with both of them, and it was just absolutely heartbreaking.
A murder-suicide that happened over the weekend that leaves the Temple family in shambles and has changed the lives of two children forever.
On Saturday, March 23rd, 2024, Temple Police Department responded to a around 7:55 a.m. in the 1900 block of Broken Shoe Trail. When they arrived, police would find a woman suffering from gunshot wounds. The victim was pronounced deceased at the scene. Police identified the deceased victim as 36-year-old Jasmine Armstrong.
Well, we have an update on a homicide that occurred yesterday morning. The first shooting took place in the 1900 block of Broken Shoe Trail.
According to TPD, they found one victim that had been shot and died at the scene. Following the shooting, officers found the alleged suspect and went on a small chase when the car crashed and the driver was found with a self-inflicted gunshot. Temple PD says they are actively investigating the shooting.
Upon arrival, officers located one adult woman with a gunshot wound who succumbed to her injuries at the scene.
Well, we have learned the name of the woman who was shot and killed yesterday morning in Temple and the name of the man accused to be responsible for her death. Police say the woman who was found shot has been identified as 36-year-old Jasmine Armstrong of Temple, and the man who allegedly shot her has been identified as 38-year-old Britain Armstrong.
The officers say the suspect was found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
This is all of the new information that we have. We do not know their relation to each other or what led to the shooting.
After conducting their preliminary investigation, Temple police identified the suspect as 38-year-old Britain Armstrong. Police alerted other law enforcement agencies to his information and the car he was possibly driving. Shortly after, Belton police spotted his car, and a short pursuit ensued. After a short chase, Britain would crash the car at mile marker 324 of northbound I-35. Police would find that Britain had shot himself when they approached the car. He was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Murder-suicide that happened over the weekend that leaves the Temple family in shambles and has changed the lives of two children forever.
Scott Huntley and his family lived across the street from Jasmine and Britain Armstrong and their two kids.
The parents and I are very similar in age. We quickly grew a friendship together. Our kids are similar in age.
But the morning of March 23rd changed everything.
Saturday morning I was going about, my normal daily routine, and I just heard sirens. I said, well, that's kind of odd, and they just seemed to get closer and closer and closer. When I turned around, I saw officers arriving at my neighbor's house. I saw them usher inside, and then I saw them quickly bring the two children outside of the home.
Two young Temple children are left with parents following a murder-suicide over the weekend.
News 10's Alex Fulton joins us in studio. Alex, what are the next steps for these Charter Oak Elementary School students?
Lauren and Gordon, today 9-year-old Brielle Armstrong and 6-year-old Jediah Armstrong will be moved from Dallas to Georgia to live with their grandmother. This all comes after the unexpected and sudden loss of both of their parents. 9-year-old Brielle and 6-year-old Jediah now without a mom and dad.
Britain and Jasmine were married and had 2 kids together.
That one. Over there. Okay. Pimp juice?
You pimp juice.
I know it.
You pimp juice #1.
Mm-hmm. Just dangling.
Nine-year-old Brielle Armstrong and 6-year-old Jediah Armstrong. Britain also had an older son from a previous marriage.
Birthday boy, you always do that. My little man.
Piggy.
Turned 12 today.
We get the piggy shit.
You think he's saucy. He just so happen to be wearing the same colors as your boy, you know what I'm saying?
14-year-old Makai Armstrong. From all appearances, it seemed that Britain really loved his family, so it's not clear what prompted him to commit such a heinous act.
Cheers.
And based on what I could find, the police haven't determined a motive. However, it's alleged that Britain was having extramarital affairs with men. Allegedly, Jasmine learned of his sexuality and filed for divorce. Britain was also accused of sexual assault just a week before he decided to end their lives. And based on his actions, it tends to lend a little credibility to the allegations of homosexuality. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the friends and family of both Britain and Jasmine. 2 young children are now left without their parents, and another without his father.
Their neighbor has stepped in to fundraise on the kids' behalf. 6 News anchor Adriana Alexander met with that neighbor today to learn what inspired his efforts. Adriana, tell us about this.
Scott Huntley told me in horrific times like this is when neighbors in the community should take the time to lend a helping hand.
I had absolutely no idea.
A tragedy took place at this home in Temple.
I found out all of the specifics of the incident after the fact.
Despite a sudden tragedy,
it is heartwarming that I am able to provide the much needed assistance. I knew both the mother and the father. I was friends with both of them, and it was just absolutely heartbreaking. We got shoes, we got more shoes.
Their neighbor, Scott Huntley, is collecting shoes, gift cards, clothes, and other items for them.
My kind of mindset when all of this began was that 2 children had just been ushered out of their home, and we're starting with nothing.
He's already handed off 2 donation piles to their grandma in Dallas, who they've been staying with the past few days.
They're dealing with a horrific, tragic event that they still need to process themselves, and I was at least able to lessen that burden with everything that was donated and provided from the community.
Huntley is now accepting donations and fundraising on behalf of the 2 Armstrong kids.
It all started initially, I got on Facebook and was just asking, friends of mine for, clothing, anything that they had, so I could, begin providing for these children.
A GoFundMe has been created to raise funds for Jediah's specialized care for his autism and sensory challenges. Through cash or other kinds of donations, Huntley wants to see more support for the siblings.
This is going to a wonderful cause, and I will do everything that I can to continue to provide for that family in this tragic event.
This was a very selfish and cowardly act. Both appeared to be loving, positive people, so I can only imagine that the family is not just devastated, but shocked and betrayed at the same time.
So today marks a month my baby been gone. I miss Jasmine so much. The babies are still not in school. Babies are still not in school. But we're progressing. Maybe in a couple more days. But it's been a month and I'm still torn, still brokenhearted. I know it's gonna take some time. But today my husband told me to smile. I told him it's gonna come back. My smile will come back, but I don't know when. But we're at the park. I'm not talking to you. Trying to fill our day. You're just talking to me. But all is well.
But let me know your thoughts below. And if you haven't already and you dig in the content, subscribe to the channel. I got more videos coming. Thanks for watching, and I'ma catch you in the next one.
Yikes, you be like, hey yo, what's the price? Yikes, when it come to me, I do nothing twice. Yikes, 223, got you taking.